Hi everyone, I'm Abbas from First Updates Now, and today with me I have the winning alliance captain of the FTC 2022 World Championship, Team 17713 Delta Force from Romania. And we have Tavi and Raul, and they're going to talk about their robot.
Your destination for first content, updates, and gaming.
Welcome to the fun.
First Updates Now is supported by Kettering University. Did you know that over 30% of the student population at Kettering University was in high school robotics? These same students have received a portion of over $7 million from robotics scholarships from Kettering University. See why so many in first chose to go to Kettering University at kettering.edu.
So first, why don't we just start off with a general overview of the robot. You know, how do you do everything you do? You score very quickly. How does that happen?
For this year's game, we decided to go for a pass-through robot. So we've got our intake here, which has some latex tubing, and we've put some black tape on it to make it stiffer. Then from here, minerals enter our deposit. We've got this flicker right here that we close. If Raul can help me. And then from here, we've got two sets of Misumi linear slides combined with long robotics. And then we get to the required level, we flip this over, and using our flicker, we can score minerals. To make it as fast as possible, we've got two motors, one on each side. They are just standard Go-Build-Up 435 RPM motors with their plastic spools. And then they are connected mechanically at the top to ensure that they both extend at the same time. So one other thing we did was to add springs both to our retraction and our extension slides, just to make sure everything is tensioned and we don't have any problems. Another fact about our robot is our TSC pickup. Most teams decided to go for a magnet or for a tape measurer. We decided to go with a claw. So we did this out of two reasons. Using magnets, we noticed that when putting our TSC, when dragging it out, we would move the hub, and that would cause minerals that were stuck on top of each other to fall. So using this, we can just drive, our claw opens, and it just falls on the top of the hub. And the other great thing about this is that we can pick up our partner's TSC if they are not way too different than ours.
Yeah, and I think something that's so impressive about your team is just how consistent everything is. You know, it seems you just never break. You're able to get out of any situation. Your robot always just works, right? And that's what it takes to become the world champions. So can you talk a little bit about your iteration process throughout the entire season? You know, what changed from day one, from V1, or what your initial thoughts were, and then how you ended up with the robot you have today?
We've gone through a lot of iterations with the robot. So this, for example, actually is a V1 chassis. We've had several iterations. We've had six-wheel drives with suspensions. We've had the six-wheel drive suspensions narrowed so we could still go through the gap. We decided to go with this, and we actually in some tests found it's a lot faster. It had more acceleration, just not as good for playing defense, but we still can play against defense, which is very nice for us. Our robot is really consistent because we do like to practice a lot, so we can see the issues in our design. And also at the nationals, for example, we had some certain issues, and those really got us motivated to repair them. And we worked very hard on that, and now we haven't even had an autonomy fail so bad that it would just knock us out for the rest of the match, which is what happened back at nationals. We do a lot of thinking on our designs. We do a lot of CAD, especially in Fusion. So this robot involved tons of iterations, and every single part here has had more than one iteration. So for example, this one, this used to be a magnet on just a beam. Then it moved to something similar that had another servo for an angle. So there have been a lot of iterations.
Awesome, and you know, we've talked about your hardware, but your robot, I mean, it won the world championship, right? You can't do that with just a robot that has good hardware. You guys obviously have good software as well. Do you want to talk about maybe some of the very consistent software pieces or things you think are very innovative?
So one thing that we did to increase reliability was to add the 3 distance sensors, one on the left, one in front, and one on the right. So we use this when we are in the warehouse to relocalize our robot because of the drift. Another thing we do is use the IMU again to relocalize. We've got 3-wheel odometry with Roadrunner, which is, not something very uncommon for FTC teams. We've spent a lot of time on tuning and making sure that the PID and everything is just works perfect. So yeah, this is our, we use open odometry. So yeah, we've done a lot of automation to help our drivers. So for example, with just one button, we can extend the whole subsystem to score, and with another one, we push out the mineral and retract everything to get ready to pick up more flight. So I'm the main driver, and all I have to do is drive the robot with just joysticks, and then I have 2 buttons, one to extend the slides and another one to score and retract them, which helps us be extremely fast and consistent with our scoring.
Awesome. I think that's all the questions we have for you. You guys are an incredible team, and I'm sure it must make you guys all very proud to be the first international team in FTC history to win the Robotics World Championship. I think, incredible robot, incredible team. I'm really looking forward to see what you guys do in your coming years. Thank you. Reporting for First Updates Now, this is Abbas.
Thanks to Kettering University for their support of this video. Did you know that over 30% of the student population at Kettering University was in high school robotics? These same students have received a portion of over $7 million in robotics scholarships from Kettering University. See why so many in FIRST chose to go to Kettering University at kettering.edu. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on our new videos. Keep the conversation going and provide your input to our content. Watch our live shows at twitch.tv/firstupdatesnow. Join our Discord at discord.gg/firstupdatesnow, and check out Fun FTC on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and First Updates Now on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.